Why do I look so I look like I have a beauty filter on or something. It's probably the light because it's kind of tone outside, and the other light is a little that's just strange. I look so weird. I don't know. Welcome back. I have to go January, February, March. Okay, we're in the third month, March. Yep. March 2nd, Monday. Uh Crazy how another month has gone by. Uh Usually I'd be like, damn, another month has just passed and I've done nothing. I've recorded everything. Recorded most days action. I believe every day's action, unless I didn't take a trade and then I did a double the next day. But we're making progress. We're making progress, and it finally just clicked with me that, granted, I'm using 25K account. Only took 10 trades, and it really should have been like 8 because of some stuff messed up because I'm not used to using Trivate. But ended with $366 profit. Should have been more like 500, but I'm like, I don't care. I took the entire month, right? I took a trade every week and end of the month, and I'm like, that's what I would, because everybody says like, oh, I want to be profitable. What defines as profitable? I'd count going through a month and coming out with money is good. And I'm like, oh, it's not that much though. Is it really? It's 25K. Okay, so if I had a 150K, that's 6 times like 3 to 500. Okay, that's 2 to 3K on one account. 2 to 3K a month is not bad. Not bad. Um, but then, well, 12 times that, so that's like 24 to 36K a year. In the grand scheme of things, not too good. But then it's like that's one account. If you're running 5 accounts, which I'm pretty sure Lucid allows you to run 5 at once, it might be 3, but 5 times 2 to 3K, that's 10 to 15 grand a month. Taking 10 trades a month using low size, 10 trades a month, 550Ks, 50, 10 to 15K a month. It, the math is mathing, and I'm like, oh, that wasn't that big. That's huge. That's huge to go through a month and come out profitable. It was crazy. I spent 3 minutes yapping, but that's just kind of how I think of it. I'm like, okay, granted, was that that's still as a eval, didn't pass the eval, but I'm like, that's should be the easy part. But let's get into today's action. I've yapped enough. I should do more backtesting stuff, but okay. Coming into today, where's my thins? I'm like, I wanted shorts, honestly, because if you look at the range low, boom, where we are, what we've done, boom, rebalance, boom. We really haven't rebalanced this, but I'm like, oh, we didn't take the low. We're so close. No SMT there. And I was like, okay, if we push it open, I'm looking for us to be put into a possible failure swing. Failure swing of that. I don't know what I was saying, but honestly, I looking at this up here, those highs don't look bad. A failure swing of this could actually be what we're doing. If not a failure swing, I like longs above 700, right above here. Boom, get a close over there. I like longs. If we sell it open, I always see something I like to take as continuation. I wanted to see this put on high, boom, swept the high, manipulated the high, boom, push down, rebounds 50%, and then just dump it. That's what I came into the day thinking. And that's kind of what I got stuck on. And so I don't have the markers anymore, but I'm like, oh, this, boom, that's Manny up here. But now you can see, I'll just run through it. I'm like, that's manipulation. We put on a high, boom, swept the high. That's clear manipulation, boom, -2. -4 is down here, looking to run the lows, right? And so I'm thinking, okay, better swing of this possibly at open, or we just close blow and dump. Market opens, pushes down, rips it up. And I'm like, damn. Okay, so we sold off the news. Okay, could see this failure swing. Boom. Nope. Absolutely ripped it higher. And I'm like, damn. Then I look at the 15 minute, and I'm on call with one of my buddies, and he's like, oh yeah, we got that gap. We got some 4 hours above. And I'm like, oh damn it. You know what happened here is we swept it. We souped it here, and then we change in the state there. Okay, I see manipulation. The only thing I'm missing for like perfect longs is that giant liquidity sweep. If that would have swept there, I would have been looking nothing for longs. But since we didn't sweep there, I'm like, oh, I literally said I like shorts so much that you dismissed longs. This is literally EQ, right? Whatever low that candle is there, that's like perfect EQ. Boom. Put in a low, swept the low right there. Boom. Held it, swept it again, failure swing, and then ripped it to higher. That's turtle soup, changing the state. Boom. Looking confluences for long. Okay, what am I looking for longs here? Eh, I don't really see this as being the range. I see this whole thing being the range. And so I think even EQ is up here. And so I'm like, damn, we have this gap above. I like longs now, right? The closer above here. I like longs. Uh we kind of just keep ripping, boom. And one of the things I was on a call, was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago. 2 nights ago, yeah. I was on call and somebody said something like, "Oh yeah, they see this soup up here, and they're like, damn, is this just gonna reverse on me from up here?" And someone was talking, they're like, "No, that's what are you scared of in this? You see the soup and some bearish candles printing. Where does it invalidate your longs idea? Technically getting some closure down here, but on like a smaller frame, if that was, bearish candle right here, the change in the state invalidates it. So it has to come down here and close below to invalidate it. And so what he said was like, you're scared of the monsters under the under the table, right? They made some poker analogy. I'm not that big of a poker player, but it's like, oh yeah, if I have this and this, pre-flop raise, and you have a two pair, right? And somebody else raises, like you're getting psyched out of it. And you're fearful like, oh damn, what if they have the royal flush? What if they have like the greatest hand ever? And you're like, why would they have that if uh that's what you've seen, what they put in before. So it's the monsters under, you're scared of the monsters under the table, which I don't have monsters under my table. I don't think anybody has monsters under the table. Uh but it's like, what are you scared of? The odds are in your favor of why would we reverse here? We got to take this before we reverse it, right? Uh, the odds of them having a way better hand, not very good. Of them having a, like, what, three pair when you got a two pairs. What is that? A two pair? Not a two pair. That's another thing. I don't even know. I haven't played poker in so long. But it's like, what are the odds? If they do end up having that, okay, cool. They beat the odds, right? You'll give them that. But the odds say that you should win this many times out of this many times, right? So it just reversing here is a 1 out of 20, maybe. So why are you scared of this? You got to hold it till there, right? So that's just kind of one of the things where I'm like, oh damn, this doesn't. I see this candle print. I'm like, oh, this isn't looking for longs. Why does it not? For longs to be invalidated, it needs to close below, changing the state. So kind of a rant on that, or see more action. Like if we sweep that and then start closing below there, boom. That's another reason. Boom. Don't sweep it there. Getting closure below there. I'm like, okay, that's like a first step for shorts to be in play. Boom. Not really seeing much. Still haven't swept it. Giant closure below. Honestly, if you're pattern trading this, there's really only one soup. And if you're targeting that, you want to, I don't know. I don't like this really because we still haven't swept that. Uh, that kind of does look like manipulation. Boom. Failure swing, but that isn't soup. We have 10 o'clock news. That 10 o'clock news just ripped us down. To sweep that to then, okay, so we have a high, have a low, took the low. What are we looking? High. Boom. Change the state right there. Take that high. Bingo. Took the high. And then kind of janky. I don't know any of the price action from here. Does that look like a high? Could be. What are we missing? Oh, it's the top of the gap. So more than likely we filled most of the gap. We filled it up to the wick at least down here. Yeah, we filled the wick. Where is it? Yeah, there's the wick. Yeah, so we just soup the bottom of that wick. So technically, all the gaps been filled now. Uh, and so that really was an objective for longs for me. So if I'm in longs, I'm exiting wherever that wick was, like right there. I don't know why I have the bottom of the candle as that mark. Oh, I really need to stop deleting that on accident. Bingo, yeah. So it should have just been that wick. 10 minutes, damn, it's gonna be another long one. But boom, put an high, boop, highs, those highs, bingo. Basically like a 30 drive. So boom, we soup it up there. Bingo, we're holding. So if we get a closure below, not bad for shorts. Alrighty, okay, cool. So that's kind of I don't like that candle as much. Okay, there we go. But uh seeing this, okay, we have liquidity. Manipulation might be a little lacking, but if you're thinking, okay, that's like the manipulation leg, probably like that. I'm thinking possibly lower, not too far because we pushed up, filled the gap. Okay, now we can kind of chop. We have some news. We have this change in the stay right there. So I don't feel like this is the true top, but if you're finding an entry somewhere in here, no sync, no sync. I don't hate like this balanced price range right here, taking some stuff off at. Oh, oh, wait. Oh, swapped out all those. Bingo. What are we doing? Oh, okay. Cool. Touched it. Closure blow. Okay. Cool. So that isn't actually bad though. Bingo. What happens? I'm just gonna close them. Okay. Well, we're running back up. Alrighty. Damn. So yeah, I'm like, does that look like manipulation at the top? Probably not. More of a scalpier trade. I mean, it plays out to possibly where you want to see it play out to. Then boom, push back up, sweep the highs again. None of this looks like manipulation. This leg could be possible manipulation, but then I don't know what the hell happened to 1134, but we just kept running it. Where even are we? We are above like everything. Possibly higher. Take out these equal highs up here. That is probably EQ of the whole range, right? High to low. OTE. Yeah, that's an OTE. I like that. I like that PD array being targeted for us. So yeah, but then I'm like, okay, that's the possible low. Where's standard deviation of that? We're definitely above it. Yeah, we're definitely above it. But so I came in thinking shorts. Longs ended up working out. Could have taken shorts, like right there. Longs, I don't know. Longs down here is a good for me. It's hard for me to take longs up here, right? And so when I got off, where the hell did that candle go? Good to know. Don't have that candle. But for me, I got off. Yeah, oh, literally right here. And so I'm like, I don't see anything that I like. I can't take any trades up here. Haven't swept out liquidity. I'm fearful of I want us to tap here, possibly reverse from here, so I can't really take longs and hold it that long. So so yeah, kind of yapped. It's only like 14 minutes, not the longest one. But I didn't see what I wanted to see. Uh kind of flip bias, didn't see anything else that I wanted to see. So, no trade. I'm fine. Hey, I'm fine taking these days. These are the good days to miss, to get off and just be like, nope, no trades. Boom, coming off of war news and wars over the weekend. And so now I just gotta get back to it. And I think for my Lucid 25K account, I'm gonna up to 4 contracts, or I think my risk, I'm gonna have it be a static risk using, entering and exiting using this tool where I have, okay, boom, 250 is what I'm going to risk every trade, right? And so if I end up with a 2 to 3 RR, pass the account in 3 days and be good. And then I'll probably keep that through the fun phase or drop it down to like however much I need to make each day. Like I think it's $100 for 25K, but then probably up the sizing later and just see how it goes. It's like the second I get a payout from this 25K account, I'm gonna load up pretty heavy, right? I'm gonna go use, what is it, Trade C? I think it is Trade C, the like Platform X, like equivalent for Tradeify and Lucid, and like you can copy trade those accounts there, and then it's his own platform. Drag and drop stop loss. You can see the money amount and that stuff. So it's going to be a tiny domino knocking down a giant domino, right? The second I take someone for this, but we're setting up good for my future. So I like that. I feel more confident. I feel zen. Please. Oh my gosh. Why does it just decide to do that? All right. Well, that's all I have for today. I will see y'all tomorrow.